Good day, everybody. This is Michael Levitas from JurisQ.com, a legal network where we answer your commonly asked legal questions. And we welcome back Jamie Wright. Jamie, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, I'm excited to be back for part 2.
Exactly. Thank you. We're going to have part 2, 3, and 4, and many more.
Yeah.
But for now, let's start off with the basics on what you do. A big part of your law practice that is located in Los Angeles, California, is sexual harassment claims. You both prosecute them and you defend them.
Correct.
For your clients. So first, let's talk about making a claim, meaning prosecuting, suing for sexual harassment. If somebody harassed you at work, what is required to be proven to have a successful case? If you had to represent a client, Jamie, what would you tell that client?
So you have to prove that there has been inappropriate comments that are severe and pervasive based on their sex, sexuality.
Just to make it clear, so both men and women can make a claim.
Anyone can make a claim. I think sometimes men are kind of in a framework that they think that, oh, it's not sexual harassment, but yes, it is. If someone's making appropriate comments to you about your body, making sexual innuendo towards you, that's sexual harassment and you have a claim.
And how often do you see? Yeah.
Oh, I have really egregious cases right now. I have one, in fact, where my client was getting her butt touched repeatedly by the supervisor, and she wasn't the only one that happened to.
Right. Unbelievable. That this day and age, this goes on.
This goes on.
Unbelievable. And how often do you have men that complain of sexual harassment, be it from other men or women? Is that a substantial percentage, would you say?
No, very rarely. It's usually the women. Typically men are, too afraid to come out. And so they don't do it. Yeah.
They don't think it's a masculine thing to do.
It's not a masculine thing to do. That's not a reflection of your masculinity. Masculinity is exuding truth and being yourself and telling your truth. If someone's sexually harassing you, that's a reflection of your masculinity, and that's okay.
And that's important thing that you said, that the truth, that when somebody comes to your office to discuss with you a claim, they should be completely truthful with you, like you are their doctor, and tell, no matter how embarrassing, all the facts, exactly what happened. Am I right?
That's exactly right. They should always speak their truth and tell it.
Okay, so we have inappropriate comments, touching. What are some of the other examples of what needs to be proven to proceed with the claim?
Sexual images, sexual videos, so language, videos, images, epitaphs, anything, phallic symbols, porn, anything like that. Language is, and images are very important.
Unless you work for a porn company, then not so much.
But it's ironic. Sexual harassment can occur in a porn company and or at a strip club. It's not exclusive, it's just, it's other entities as well. So yeah.
Interesting. And so what is the procedure? Do they have to complain first to their boss? Let's say if somebody is too shy or embarrassed to complain to their boss and they come straight to you. Can you help them, or they have to go through some kind of procedure first?
No, I can actually help them. And, it's always a good idea to file a formal complaint.
Okay.
Now, in the case where the supervisor, because I have a case where it was a supervisor, you can't make the complaint. And oftentimes human resources is hostile. Either way, you should try to make a written complaint so it's there. From there, I can still help you as long as it makes more sense if you have a witness or some kind of documentation. But that's not the end all be all. I can still assist you, and we can make a claim because it's always from the victim's perspective what has happened.
Good to know. Good to know. And do they have to file a complaint also with some kind of a federal state agency, AG's office, OSHA? I don't know.
In California, you have to make a complaint to the Department of Fair Employment and Housing first before you bring a lawsuit, and or the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. So yeah, you have to perform the administrative step prior to filing a lawsuit. Yes.
And Jamie, is it wise to first contact an attorney to help you filling out this claim, or can you just do it on your own?
Do it on your own. It's always wise to talk to an attorney just so they can tell you the steps internally and externally that you should take.
I see. And when you do file for such a claim, is it decided by court or by some kind of mediation?
It just depends. Oftentimes when you file a lawsuit, with the lawsuit, what will happen is it'll go through the litigation process, and sometimes it gets to mediation. Other times you go to trial. It really just depends on the opposing counsel and the defendant on the other side.
I see. And just people who don't know mediation, if you just explain briefly what that is.
Yeah, mediation is when you use a third party neutral that can be another attorney or judge who basically tries to get the parties to a resolution. You send in briefs, and the mediator or the judge, based on their experience, helps the parties come to a dollar amount that makes sense for them outside of trial.
And speaking of dollar amounts, what can one expect when as damages when you sue for sexual harassment? I mean, what are the ranges of amounts and how the amounts are calculated?
So amounts, I can't really give that because it just depends, but you're looking at front pay, back pay. Say if you're fired or you had to quit, you have a duty in California to mitigate your damages if you haven't found another job. So that will factor in psychological damages, emotional damages, and depending on how extreme the sexual harassment is, punitive damages, meaning something to punish person, or defendant.
So punitive is not like the actual damages that you suffered. It is punitive. It's a punishment.
It's punishment. It's what it means. This is exactly what it means. It's punishment. Yeah.
It's I guess as a deterrent for future malfeasance by the employer.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, very good. Okay, Jamie, thank you so much. You
Thank
made it
you.
easy for us to understand how you can file a claim for sexual harassment.
Pleasure.
And our next session, we're going to talk about from the employer side. If you're a boss, if you're an employer, what are some good business practices to put in place to protect yourself against such claims? Because some claims are legitimate, some claims could be frivolous. We'll talk about all that. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, our pages. We're going to have also Jamie's information on the bottom of the screen. If you have any questions, Jamie, they can call you for consultation?
Absolutely. 866-731-7505. I'm really easy to find.
Perfect. We're going to have your information on the bottom of the screen, name, website, and phone number. Please follow us and be in touch regarding any other questions you may have. Post them in the comments below, and we're going to bring back Jamie to answer them if she has the time for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always have the time.
Okay. Have a great day. Thank you,
Thank
everybody,
you
for your attention. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.